What up, everyone? Brandon here for this week's comic break. I know this is a bit early for my videos. Actually had time to actually read them. Didn't have too much work this week, but let's get to the comics. First out, we got Carnage USA, which is the second little story for Carnage that's been coming out this past year. Art by Clayton Crane. Great artwork. Story is good. You have Carnage trying to take over a small little town, and so to stop him, the Avengers have been sent to stop him. We have Spider-Man, Cap, Wolverine, Hawkeye, and the Thing. At the end of this panel, or a couple of panels into this, you see Carnage gets control of Cap, Wolverine, the Thing, and Hawkeye, and they're pretty much up against Spider-Man. Also, the government has decided to send their own little team against him, which is consisted of other people who have symbiotes. We have Anti-Venom, Venom, you have Scorn, and two other guys I can't place right now off the top of my head. Book was great. Definitely giving this one a 5 out of 5. Next up is Avengers X Sanction. Now, this story, we have Cable coming back to the past and pretty much has a hit on all the Avengers, because apparently something that happens in the future is because the Avengers are around and something happens to Hope, and to protect Hope, he's going to take them out. Now, if you've been watching anything from Marvel.com or Marvel on their YouTube page, you see that they're going to have a next event, which is the Avengers vs. X-Men, and this story here pretty much helps kick that off. Really like it. Definitely giving this one a 4 out of 5. Story is pretty good. Can't wait to see what happens next. Next up for DC, I'm going to start off with Batgirl, issue number 4. Now, Batgirl's been pretty good. Like Barbara Gordon back as Batgirl. Really liking the story. This is the conclusion to her and her fight against the Mirror. Pretty much she fights him in a funhouse mirror room. But it's pretty good. It's pretty much getting back to why people have these mirror curls, why she's able to walk now, and all this other stuff. All in all, pretty good. At the end, she gets visited by her mom, because around Christmas time. And I'm still kind of confused on the whole new relaunch on some of the characters and their backstories. Not sure if it's actually her birth mom or just her adopted mom from Commissioner Gordon's wife. But really like this. Giving it a 4 out of 5. Next up, we got Batman and Robin, issue number 4, where we have a old, I don't want to say friend, but old acquaintance of Batman, the Card, calling himself Nobody in this issue. Pretty much is trying to get into Batman's head that he can't just sit there and capture these lunatics and put them in jail, that he needs to kill them and get rid of them. So with this, you get a lot of attention from Batman and Robin. Damian's not liking how he's not being respected or trusted. So pretty much at the end of this issue, you see Nobody get closer to Damian and see Damian kind of wavering, not sure if he's going to go and try to follow him or not. Really like this, giving this one a 4 out of 5. Next up, Deathstroke, issue number 4. I really like Deathstroke. With this whole new relaunch, Deathstroke is back to his badass ways, just killing anybody. This issue, he pretty much starts off getting captured so he can kill the warden of this prison. He does it a weird way. But this issue, you pretty much find out that what was in the pre-case in the first issue was in fact his son's mask, Ravager, with a blade, and had traces of his blood in it. So he believes that his son is possibly still alive, which he's probably been dead for a couple years. And also, towards the end of this issue, one of his friends gets killed. So really interested to see how this pans out. Definitely giving this one a 5 out of 5. Next up, we have Diaba Nights. I like it. Demon Etrigan. I like that he has his book, but it's not always focused on him. This one is about the Shining Knight, how Merlin met her when she was pretty much dead, and had her sip from the Holy Grail, which gave her long life, and now she's got this new mission to find the Holy Grail for Merlin and give it back to him. Merlin, he's been off to the side, missing. But also during this, we find out that she, not the only one that's getting a vision about this whole Holy Grail, also is the enemy on the other side. And at the end, we see the Huntswoman pretty much showing that she's a traitor, killing people at the end of this. So very interested to see how this one pans out. This one gets a 4 out of 5. Next up, one of my favorites, Green Lantern. This is issue number 4. We have Hal Jordan and Sinestro trying to get control of Sinestro's home world. This issue is pretty good. You see that Hal Jordan didn't die like it seemed like he was in the last issue. And this one, he pretty much talks Sinestro into giving other captives of his home world powering like Sinestro gave to him. And at the end of this issue, it seems like it's going to backfire because all of them are pretty much going to go up against Sinestro himself, which I really want to see how this one continues. Getting Green Lantern 5 out of 5. Next up, Legion Lost. Now, not big on the Legion, but really like this story. Decided to pick this up so I can start learning more about them. Now, they have a couple members of the Legion of superheroes going back to the past to stop this guy from releasing this disease onto the world and pretty much turn human beings into alien hybrids. This one's pretty good. They found out that one of their friends has been transformed into one of these that they thought was dead, so they're trying to find him. Also at the end, we find the guy that they've been looking for, and pretty much 2 of the members are about to have a big fight. Really interested to see how this one continues. Give this one a 4 out of 5. Next up we have Mr. Terrific. Now, really like Mr. Terrific as a character and glad he had his own book. This issue, he was approached by 2 beings pretty much saying that they needed help with actually those having a trap for him because they wanted to study the human race pretty much. So in this issue he gets captured, and with the help of some of the other aliens that were captured, starts to break out, and pretty much at the end of this he has to get ready for a big fight that is going to happen, which will pan out in the next issue. Really like this one, give it a 4 out of 5. Last but not least, we got Superboy. Superboy's been pretty good. Really didn't know that one of the characters in this was revealed on this one to be Fairchild, which is a character from Wildstorm, Jim Lee's old company. So I'm really surprised to see that. This issue is pretty good. You see Superboy, he finally gets free of nowhere pretty much, the organization, and he's sitting on his own around Christmas time. He's in New York and ends up for some reason feeling compelled to help people that are getting attacked by 2 metahumans. And so he sits there and he fights them and stops them, and pretty much feels that it should be his mission to stop other beings that have powers from hurting people. And so Nowhere is using that to pretty much say that the Teen Titans are these type of teens, and so he has been sent to go and stop them. So that should pan out in the next Teen Titans issue, which I can't wait to get. This one got a 4 out of 5. That's it for this week's comic break. Please rate, comment, subscribe. See y'all next week.